Okay, so my birds were being loud, so I had to take them out. Let's watch. You wanna give me a kiss? I'm Laura Brown. This is my new channel. So anyways, let's get on with it. Horses. They're out the window. I'm gonna try to put them back. I forgot to mention, but I'm doing a Q&A. One of my biggest hobbies is scrapbooking. So, to make this more interesting, I'm going to be scrapbooking. So I have two scrapbooks. One that's my highlights of the year, and then one that's like a personal journal slash scrapbook. We're going to start off with some like simple, random questions, and I'm just going to go through it. Ah! I had to change my sweater because I spilled stuff on my other one, so how tall are you? Last time I checked, 5'6.5". So not too tall, not too short. What's your favorite fragrance? That like depends. Like vanilla is always so good. My favorite like perfume, the You perfume from Glossier. Who's your favorite artist slash singer? Dermot Kennedy, but I always say Dermot Kennedy. He's very underrated. I went to his concert and like his music is like pure poetry. It is so good. MBTI type. I'm an ENTP. I'm not to be like, oh, it's the best personality, but like I love ENTPs. Some ENTPs in movies that you'll like know. First thing that came to my mind is Gojo. If you don't know, MBTIs are like the 16 personality thing, and it's really cool and you should do the test. Favorite song currently? Since it's like winter, my favorite song right now is Snowshoes by Camp. Ugh, I love that song so much. My favorite movie? Secret Life of Walter Mitty. One of those life-changing movies that are just like have to be on your favorite. And if not that, Little Woman, because I just relate to it so much, like with having so many sisters and stuff. Oh, shoot, I'm supposed to be scrapbooking. Guys, I'm getting distracted. What's your favorite Bible verse? Oh my gosh, that's so good. Well, at the moment, like this is one I feel like God's been really highlighting a lot in my life. Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication. With thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your heart and mind through Jesus, well, Christ Jesus, not Jesus Christ, but you know, you get it. Favorite dish and favorite dessert? Ah! My favorite food is sushi, and my favorite dessert is, of course, like gelato and ice cream, whatever, but macarons. If a kidnapper came and was like, hey, I'd be like, no, but then he's like, I got macarons, I'd be like, I'd risk my life for one of those bad boys. Do you watch anime? Do you know me? Obviously not. Yeah, I love anime, it's so good. I used to be a huge anime hater. I would make fun of my friends who watched it. Then I watched it. And the next question is, what's your favorite anime? It's probably Fruits Basket. I love Sign of Affection and Blue Spring Ride. But if you got any good anime recommendations, let me know. Sharing some wellness tips, physical, mental, emotional, etc. If your body's telling you you gotta rest, take some time and literally take care of yourself, okay? If I ever am just like mentally not there, journaling. It's like my brain is so when I write everything out, it sets everything straight for me and everything all makes sense. So yeah. Any skincare tips? Ooh, let's be honest. If you got acne, I don't know how to help you, because whenever I get acne, I don't know how to help myself. There's not gonna be a thing that you're gonna wash your face with that's you're gonna wake up the next morning with clear skin. But if you do know, let me know. But something that just helps me have nice, shiny, smooth skin is I use Korean skincare. Look into Korean skincare because it's really good. Do you cut your own bangs? Yes, I do. My camera died, and then I had to wait, and I accidentally finished the page. But I guess now I just do a Q&A. I'm sorry, but this lighting kind of sucks. Oh, that's good. What made you dye your hair? My sister Anna literally told me every day, Laura, please dye your hair black, please, please. And I was like, oh my gosh. Okay. And so I did. But I really like it. I think it makes my eyes stand out. What haircut do you have? By the way, you're so pretty and you make the best scrapbooks I've ever seen. So sweet. Thank you so much. What are you doing, Carl? He's licking the condensation. The condensation, Clear. I just got it recut in almost a butterfly cut with short curtain bangs that kind of go into messy bangs. Don't stop licking the condensation, you creep. What's a hobby you have wanted to start but never picked up? Guitar. So I got a guitar. Then I never played the guitar. And then it broke. And then my granddad just fixed it. And now I have a guitar laying in my room again. Gonna try to learn how to play. What species of birds do you have, and how long have you had your birds? A conure, a cockatiel, and princess parakeet. My princess parakeet, she's 30 years old. I'm not even joking. I've only had her for like less than a year. Carl, I've had for about 2 years. And then Friday, I've had for like 4 years, I think. Favorite trip that you've taken this year? And what do you enjoy to do when you unwind from a long day? Very different questions, but I'll answer both of them. This is actually gonna probably come to a surprise. My family, we all took, it was only like a 3-day trip, but we just road trip down the coast. We saw the redwoods, like stopped on a beach, and it was like cold. I always took the car that had more room, and I'd take the back seat, and so I had the entire back seat to myself, and I would just sit like this, leaning, and I would just journal and listen to music as we were just like driving down the west coast, and it was the most beautiful thing ever. It was just the most relaxing, healing thing I've ever done. And what do I do to unwind? I'll turn on music, I'll clean my room, I'll journal. I just love journaling and writing lists of like things I love or things I'm thankful for. I just go to bed and it's so nice. Any book recommendations for life? The Bible. Dream travel destination. Tokyo. Next question. How do you trust the Lord's timing for your life while balancing it with planning for your future? Ask like Lord, is this what you want me to do? If it is, walk me through it. If it's not, don't let it happen. Because if you force things to happen that isn't God's will, it won't turn out the best. I mean, it might work out, it just won't be as good as it would be if you just followed God's plan. So that's why while you're doing life and planning and like wanting things for your future, just really make sure you're like in touch with God about it. Like, we all have a purpose on earth. God knows what that purpose is. He's the one who created you. So you gotta be like, God, what is my purpose, and lead me to that. And guys, just know God's timing is the best timing. If we try to make something happen sooner than it's supposed to, it won't turn out very well. That's why you literally have to wait on God's timing and his guidance, and sometimes he'll completely redirect us, and that's okay, because we don't want to go to the way we were going anyways. We want to follow God because he loves us and he wants what's best for us. So if we trust him and follow him, he will bring us to the best. What's your favorite thing about being besties with Jesus? If you have a best friend, which I hope you do, you talk to them and they want to know everything. They want to hear what you're talking about, no matter how big or how small, and they want to help you through things. It's the same with Jesus, except to a million more extent of love and wanting to care for you and help you. So it's like having him always there, knowing how much he cares and loves, is just the best thing ever. How do you get close to God, and how do you build your relationship with him? I love you so much, bro. I love you too, bro. I love you too. It's the simplest thing you'll ever hear in your life. Draw near to God and he will draw near to you. Boom, that easy. Because God literally is just yearning to be with you. All you have to do to get close to God is be open to it and be like, God, I want to get close to you. And the action steps you can do: go to church, make godly friends that will bring you up, read the Bible. Just read it. But just like start in a gospel and just read. And literally you'll see your life change and you'll feel that closeness to God. And favorite family tradition, it's kind of a family tradition. I do this thing I call Jesus cookies. It has to be like a really random night. And then I bake chocolate chip cookies and then I wake people up, the chosen person. I'll give them a glass of milk and a warm cookie. It's like reverse Santa. Where all have you lived? Indiana, Italy, Ukraine, Croatia, and then Hawaii, and then back to Indiana. Okay, how many siblings in total? 14 siblings, so there's 15 kids in the family, 10 biological, 5 are adopted. Hope that helps. Do you want a big family? If so, would you ever adopt? I want a big family, but not as big as my family. I want 5 kids, I think. And would I ever adopt? It really depends where the Lord leads me, of course, but I do want to adopt. I know what it takes, because having adopted siblings, I know the realness of what it looks like in a family, and I would definitely be more prepared. And if the Lord calls me to, yes, absolutely. What's it like having so many awesome sisters? It's literally the best thing in the world. I'm never bored and we're all best friends. What's your favorite part about being in your amazing family? My sisters, just having such a close relationship with each one and that we all love God, and my parents are just such an amazing model for that. And what do my parents do? Good question. My parents have a homeschooling business called Thinking Tree Books, dyslexia games. My mom kind of discovered like a way to cure dyslexia, and it's through these brain games that you like fill out. A lot of my siblings had dyslexia, so she created it for them, ended up selling them, and she started making more books, and so it's just this whole like homeschooling business. It's super fun. What's your inspiration? It's probably my sister Esther. Like, she's one of the most famous photographers in the world. Like, her photos are everywhere. I'm pretty sure one of her photos were literally in Town Square. She literally created that style of photography. Watching her do that was such an inspiration for me, because I'm like, if my sister Esther can pick up a camera and do what she wants and not give up, then I can too. So yeah, love you, Esther. I don't know if you're watching this. I hope you are. Who is your boyfriend? I love the confidence you have thinking I have a boyfriend. That's funny. That's funny. I've never had a boyfriend, actually. Who's your first celebrity crush? Ooh, good question. It was Chad. I definitely had something for the afros. I was down bad for him. He was my first celebrity crush. What's your actual job? I work at a bakery. Camera type. Ooh. Okay, so the one I'm using right now is a Canon G7X, and then my cute digital camera is a Canon PowerShot SD800. Have you dealt with people thinking YouTube is weird or like cringe? No, not yet. But we're just starting, guys. He's so cute. I just bought my own Bible today. Oh, congratulations. I don't know where to start, so what do you recommend? I started in Matthew. Really gives a good tell and like the story of Jesus. It really brings you through that. It might be a little bit of like scary because the first page has just a long list of names. You don't have to worry about that. That's stuff for like philosophers. If you want to read the gospel and then also like just wisdom, I'd say Matthew and James. I don't know, that's kind of random. That's just kind of what came to me, but they're really both really good. Hair routine. People always ask me, I wish I had a great answer for you, but I literally don't do anything. I don't know what to do if you don't have my hair texture to get it to this. But haircuts can definitely help if you want it to have this layered look. Please, how can I start scrapbooking? Super easy, just start. What you do, get photos, get receipts, get tags, get things from times, get a pen and just put it all together, get stickers, get washi tape, and just make it look all cute. I mean, it doesn't have to look cute. It's a scrapbook. It can just look like junk on a page, but if it means something to you, that's what matters. What's a weird habit you still have from childhood? When I grew up in Europe, they didn't have ice for their water, so you have to ask them. You say, could I get an ice water? You have to be super specific about it. So now, these days, I have a habit. Every single time I go anywhere, I say, could I get an ice water? Every single time, not a water, I say ice water. And then when I was in Europe again, that habit came handy. How did I start scrapbooking? Because my mom had scrapbooks growing up, and I would look through hers, and they were so cool, and I was like, oh, I want to do that. So I just did it. One day I just started putting things together, and then it became a big hobby of mine. How do you stick to God? It's so hard in the world. Be set apart. Don't let the world corrupt you. Don't fall for its tricks and deceiving, and it might be hard, but God will get you through it, and he's always there to support you on your journey. So yeah. Eden, you are funny. Your thing is funny. But like, none of you guys know what we're talking about, but like, right? Everyone else who's not Eden, don't worry about that. What's your favorite side dish at Thanksgiving? Ooh, good question. Under the sea salad is so good. Mashed potatoes, mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. What's your best memory? Guys, so me and my friend Nami, I love you, Nami, I hope you're watching. We got a hammock, and we got really sweet pineapple and kawaii juice, and we hung up the hammock between palm trees, and we just sat there over the beach, people watched and talked, and it was like just the cutest, funniest time ever, and it's just like such a sweet memory for me. I could go on forever, so I'd better move to the next question. Why is your life so beautiful and full with happiness compared to mine? Of course, there's hard things that happen in my life, but I just don't show it on social media. I just show pretty aesthetic stuff, so you can't compare that. But if you want a more beautiful life, it starts with mindset. Life will start being so much more beautiful when you start searching for the good instead of just dwelling on all the bad. So, yeah. I think that's it, guys. Please tell me this doesn't have stuff bad for you.